Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. This video is not about Selena. It may not get the recognition, but who knows? I might hit a nail. I might hit, somebody's attention. Sorry about that. That's me moving stuff around. But it was just heavy on my mind because it's like a frustration. I've noticed that, I'm in the process of trying to find another job. And I know many others that are doing the same thing, that are either unhappy with the job that they have or they lost their job. And so they've been searching for a job for years or for months to find something better. And you go to these search engines like Indeed or Job Recruit or whatever, and you find thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs, and yet and some show the pay, some don't. It shows what you the requirements needed to be even considered for the job. Of course, it shows a description, where it's located. You can have the choice of choosing a job that's closer to your residence or whatever. All of these things to make it easier to apply for a job. To the point where you could be applying for jobs for hours. Finding a job or applying for a job is a job in itself. And then you always end up either not hearing from anyone, or you receive an email saying that they although your experiences are wonderful, or your resume is great, or you have great potential, however we found another candidate that has a better fit for the job. Like, to be honest, I hate emails like that, because you're giving the applicant false hope. In the beginning, it sounds like you considering the applicant, and then you wait till the end to say you're not going to consider them. And I'm like, what is the point of that? I'm like, you might as well just not say nothing. You might as well just not say nothing. And a lot of jobs aren't saying anything. And it's frustrating to, the people that want to work, that want to better themselves, better their lives, and provide, for their families. And they can't, because jobs are say they hiring, but they're not hiring. And then I Googled it, like, why is it so hard for Americans, or just people in general, that are looking for jobs or careers, and then they look and see thousands of jobs that are hiring, but then they're not hiring them. And I saw a few bullet points. And one of them said that because it's illegal and admin way to for the job. Like, you suppose, even though they're not technically hiring, that's the legal way to do it. Like, they just have to post it for legal reasons, but they not really hiring. That right there is false advertisement. That is false. I don't even know how that is considered legal. It shouldn't even be legal. You got people out here depressed, trying to find a job or career to better their lives and to provide for their families. And you sitting up there wasting their time by giving them the delusion and the illusion that they can apply for the job, knowing 9 times out of 10 it's not real. That's crazy to me. I don't understand how America works. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And then also it pointed out that I get some of the bullet points. They said maybe your resume is poorly written, or your resume doesn't stand out meaning that your skills aren't showcased good enough for the match with that job. Because for applying for jobs, your resume should stand out to the specifics of each job. You should not just send one blanket resume to every job. You have to tweak up your resume each time you apply, that basically read the description of the job and then tweak your resume that basically connects with the description of the job. It's what I say, it's just a lot of work just to apply. And then also, and this is not something I read, but this is something I noticed. When you even land a job, there are people that your like coworkers or whatever. I'm not saying my coworkers. I'm just saying, in general, there are people that are hired for years and years and years and very incompetent of their job. And it makes you think, how did they get this job? Of course, it's who you know and not what you know. And to me, that could be a good and bad thing, because there are people that legit want to work hard, want to be trained, want to do the best they can, and they look over them, but yet they want to hire the ones that they know they don't even do their job right. That's unfair. I know people personally that know the work, that will do the work, that will be willing to be trained to update or upgrade their knowledge in getting the work done, but they're not getting hired. But yet you keep people, or you hire internally, which is something that they mention on Google, why they don't hire people that are applying, because they are internally. That means that they are hiring people within that's already working for the company, because it's cheaper. But yet it's cheaper, but it's stupid, because half of those people don't even know how to do the job. But you rather make the cheaper way out and not hire people and train people, because training costs money. But if you train people on how you want them to operate the company, you will be more successful, which means you'll gain more money, I will believe. But you rather take the cheap route and just hire someone within the company and don't even train them, and just think that and half of them slack off because they've been there so long. Like, this is something that I know, and this is something that is just dumb. And it frustrates me as a person, because I want something that's going to better myself. I want something that's going to pay me my worth. And I want a career that's going to, that has better benefits for myself and my family, for my child and all of that. And then I know someone personally that is trying to get a better career, and they're not even hearing anything back. And it's frustrated. And this is why people get so depressed when it comes to job hunting. It should not be a job trying to find a job or career. Now, a job and a career are two different things. A job could be anything, like a cashier. Not lowering that, but that is a job. It's just something to do to make some type of money. A career is something that's long lasting, that matches what you want to do, matches what you study for, that has higher potential of increase of pay, and that has benefits, that has a salary base. To me, that's a career. It doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like something that you're passionate about. That's the difference between a job and a career. So that's why I normally try to incorporate the word career instead of job, because you can get a job anywhere. I'm more so of talking about careers. And I think that there should be some type of law. There should be some type of law permitting job searches like Indeed and other job searches to stop posting careers that are misleading, that are either scams, that are just posting just because it's the legal thing to do. No, they should stop that, because there are people out here that really need jobs, and that are really looking for a career to better their life. Come on now. This is crazy. This is crazy, and it's frustrating. And sometimes even though I have a career, But me looking for something better, it makes me not even want to do that because it's so hard to find that career. Yeah, I know people saying, well, if it's for you, it will happen. But who has time to wait like that? Constantly wait and wait for years. Bills ain't waiting for you. They're going to keep calling and calling, and it affects your credit and then all of that. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's corrupt. This whole career searching, job searching thing is corrupt. And this is my opinion. Because it should not take years to find a career or a job when thousands of companies are hiring. It makes no sense, especially if you have a college degree. Like, I know people that have college degrees and it's still hard for them to land a position. It's crazy to me. It is so crazy to me. And I know that I may not get the views that, I so hope for, because it's okay. But I just want to put it out there. This was something that was heavy on my mind. And I'm sure it affects a lot of thousands of Americans that are secretly looking for a job or career, or are publicly looking for a job or career, and they haven't landed the position, even though they may have read the description. They see that they have an experience in it. They create their resume, whether it's on ChatGPT or they got somebody professional to create their resume, and they still haven't heard from the company, or they got a rejection email. It's weird to me. It's weird. And it's unfair. It's very unfair. Excuse me for my voice, but my allergies are flaring up. But, and I don't know why, because it's not even spring anymore, but I don't know. But yeah, it's really nerve-wracking. It's ridiculous. And then people want to sit up here, and I feel guilty for being jealous of other people that landed a job. And I'm like, and they made it look so easy. And it's like, how? And I'm not talking about the ones that talk about the struggle of landing the job that they got. I'm talking about the ones that don't even talk about the struggle. They just say, oh, I got the job. Oh, I'm getting paid this. It frustrates me because it's like I'm sitting here trying to find a job, or I know somebody that's trying to find a career, and it's hard. They get no feedback, no interview, no nothing. But you sitting up here gloating about, oh, you got another job, but don't even tell how to struggle, how you get it. Like, made it look so easy. So it is hard to be happy for some people, because some people leave out how they got the job, and it made it so easy, and it make you feel like, what did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? Why didn't it come to me? Why didn't the job was search or career search so easy for me? It's not like you're hating on them. It's just more so a reflection of yourself, like self-doubting yourself, because it happened for them. Why not for me? And yeah, people would say, well, maybe it's not your time. When is it going to be your time? When you're old and gray and too old to work? Or do the position? Like, come on now. It's crazy. And then you got people who work for the government, that you may have went to school with, or you may have known over the years, and they and I'm not saying right now, because the government shut down. I'm talking about before all this happened. You see these same people that are close of age of you, who work these federal government jobs, but they don't look like they work. All they do is posting pictures of themselves, or they traveling, here and there, everywhere. It's like, where do you find time to work? Why are you not posting on you working? Why are you posting why are you glorifying your job? And this is why so many people want a federal government job, because people have the misconception that federal government workers don't do anything. They just make the big bucks and they just be at home, or they hanging out all day and all. And that's not our fault for thinking that way, because you got some federal government workers that actually do that. They glorify them at their job with these high paid jobs, but you're taking pictures, selfie pictures all the time, or you're traveling this and this and this, but yet you're not showing how you got this job, how you work hard to go travel. You're glorifying the other things, and then you may get mad when people have the misconception of you being a federal worker. Then do better by showing how you got this job. What do you do? Do a vlog on what you do for a living, how you get paid the big bucks. Help people. But they be the first to get mad when somebody ridicule them for what they already put out. Make it make sense. But yeah, they want to first call it hating. It ain't hating. You're promoting this. You're in control of what you put out there. So you can't fault people for assuming, or you can't fault people for misconception or anything like that, because this is something you put out. If it ain't what it is in the federal government, then post that. Or don't post nothing at all. Because like, what? Because this is not me hating. This is me being angry. Because I know people like myself that would love to be in the federal government. One, because of how people gloat the federal government. One, and also because of how much they get paid. Two, because I really want to learn how to do the job. But they don't even train people no more. Everybody getting lazy now. And it's just crazy to me. But that's my rant on job or career hunting. It's a real issue, and it's something that needs to be changed immediately, because there are American people and just people in general that genuinely want to work and genuinely want to be taught to do the job accurately. And companies need to change that mindset of hiring people internally unless they know the job like that, and stop hiring people on who you know and hire people for what they know. You want people to go to college so bad, then when they come out, it's hard to land a career or a job. Make it make sense. Something's got to change.